This is Knowledge Bowl on WREG News Channel 3, a test of education where local high school students can win college scholarships. Now, here's your host, meteorologist Jim Jaggers.
Good morning and welcome to the third round of Knowledge Bowl. We started out off last week and we continue this week. Some exciting games in round 1 and 2. We expect this to be no less in round 3. We've got two fine teams, including Evangelical Christian School Eagles, captained by Samuel Skull V, who's a senior, joined by Dakota Breeden, who's a junior, Jack Colley, who's a junior, and Daniel Eckert, who is a freshman. They are coached by Kim Arnwine and Shannon Stevens. Their principal is Ryan Cummings, ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles of ECS. Taking on the Eagles are the Mustangs from Houston High School, captained by Kyle Jolly, who is a junior, joined by Grant Kulowitz, who is a junior, Helen Yarborough, a junior, and Alan Chin, who's a freshman. They're coached by Martha Gunpool and Bradley Williamson. Their principal is Hallie Ross, and they are the Mustangs from Houston High School. Joining me as always, and fortunately for me, because I may need a doctor during this program, is our own Dr. Richard Rana. You've got something for a sore throat, doctor?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Good. I appreciate that. But you're also the past president of the Memphis chapter of National Academy of Recording Arts. Now, in my recording
and
career...
Sciences.
Arts and sciences, you're right. There was a bit of a science to that, isn't there? In my recording career, I never got anywhere. Did you diagnose my problem on that?
Well, that'll be a technical Grammy question. The interesting thing about the chapter is that it really follows Mississippi River down from St. Louis all the way to Louisiana, so it's quite a large region.
Oh, wow. Okay, beautiful. Well, we appreciate you're here. We appreciate that you're here with us, and we appreciate you students and coaches who've worked so hard to get here. Here's our first question in this second game of round 3. In excess, what is the compound word for nuclear weapons capacity in excess that needed to destroy an enemy that can also be used? Yes, go ahead, Alan.
Overkill.
In excess also be used for excess in other areas of life, such as proofreading the same paper 6 times before handing it in. Overkill is the correct answer. Congratulations. All right, presidential decision, 2-sentence question. 2 years before the 15th Amendment was ratified, the African-American vote decided a presidential election, a U.S. presidential election. Who was the winning candidate? Go ahead, Grant.
Abraham Lincoln.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Sam.
Ulysses S. Grant.
That is correct. Very good. In comparison, another 2-sentence question. The book Alone by Megan E. Freeman is a 2021 book about a 12-year-old Maddie surviving the wilderness with her neighbor's dog. It has been compared to which 1987 book by Gary Paulson? Go ahead, Daniel.
Lord of the Flies.
No, we'll turn it over to Houston. Go ahead, Kyle.
Call of the Wild.
Actually, Hatchet is the name of the book. Who was president is what we're going to try to determine with this question. The Great Depression started during whose administration, Sam?
Hoover.
I'm sorry?
Herbert Hoover.
You are correct, as president. Wonders of the ancient world. Name one of the 2 wonders of the ancient world that were built after 300 BC. Go ahead, Sam.
Library of Alexandria.
No, we'll turn it over to Grant.
The Hanging Gardens.
Actually, the lighthouse of the Pharos of Alexandria and the Colossus at Rhodes. Temperature records, 2-sentence question. High temperature records are being broken more often as man-made gases in the atmosphere trap the sun's energy in. What 2-word phenomena? Yes, go ahead, Alan.
Greenhouse effect.
You are correct. Climate change might have also been a correct answer. Pain in the painting. Picasso was deeply saddened by the suicide of his friend Carlos Casagemas, so much so that his paintings took on what distinctive color? Yes, go ahead, Helen.
Blue.
Between 1901 and 1904, blue is correct. Breaking records. Who broke Ty Cobb's career run scored record of 2,200? Grant?
Hank Aaron.
No, we can finish the question now for ECS. Scored record of 2,246 by scoring 2,295 in 2001. Go ahead, Sam.
Ichiro Suzuki.
I'm sorry?
Ichiro Suzuki.
No, actually, Ricky Henderson. In the movie, what is this 8-letter word starting with M that refers to the object found on the moon by the astronauts in 2001, A Space Odyssey? Go ahead, Sam.
Moon rock?
No, we'll turn it over to Houston. Alan?
Monolith?
Monolith, you are correct. Here's an extra credit question worth 25 points. Markets down. In what year did the global financial crisis happen that was due in part to the bursting of the housing bubble? Yes, Grant.
2008.
In the U.S., 2008, absolutely correct. Anatomy. What term is used for the front of the body? Go ahead, Sam.
Posterior.
No, we'll turn it over to Houston. Go ahead, Grant.
Ulterior.
Anterior is correct. In 1969, the first moon landing in 1969 was in which waterless sea? Go ahead, Alan.
The Sea of Tranquility.
You are correct. In hockey, two-sentence question. Unless there's a puck in this area in front of the hockey net, attacking players aren't allowed in it. Yes, Sam?
Crease.
What's it called? The crease. You are correct. In which city you can find an Olympic museum in which city in New York that was the only U.S. site to have hosted the Winter Olympics twice? Go ahead, Grant.
Lake Placid.
In 1932 and in 1980. Measurements. Which physical quality is measured in kilograms? Go ahead, Dan.
Mass.
I'm sorry?
Mass.
You are correct. Excuse me. In South Africa, this is a two-sentence question. It had at one time the world's third largest Cuban population. What is this southern African country located north of Namibia, formerly a colony? Yes, Kyle?
Angola.
Formerly a colony of Portugal. Angola is correct. Moving troops. The Armada planned to embark troops to occupy England at a stop in which country then ruled by Spain? Go ahead, Grant.
The Netherlands.
Yes, correct. Long wars. Which nation won the longest war in history? Go ahead, Sam.
France.
You are correct, the 100 Years' War. Another extra credit question. This is a math question. You need your pencils and your papers, which we've provided for you. Tighten up is the subject matter. It's a two-sentence question. You are using a wrench to tighten a nut onto a bolt. If every turn of the wrench tightens the nut by 1/16 of an inch, how many turns are needed to tighten the nut 3/4 of an inch?
12.
You are correct. In translation, which U.S. state whose name is derived from the Seneca word for great river is pronounced something like the Japanese word for good morning? Go ahead, Dan.
Ohio.
Ohio, correct. Perspectives, two-sentence question. In his private correspondence, cynical Voltaire called it, quote, cruel philosophy with a consoling name, unquote. What is this ism ridiculed by Candide and generally used for the belief that a glass is half full, not half empty? Ellen?
Optimism.
Yes, you are correct. Where, we'll have to hold that question for our next round of Knowledge Bowl, but coming up next is the pop quiz. Well, if you are an astute viewer of Knowledge Bowl or one of the parents in the green room right now, you notice there's a change in the score. I heard an answer as the correct answer. I always want to hear the correct answer and give the points, but the answer was incorrect, so the score has been adjusted. All teams and coaches and players agree on the current score. All right, Sam, you're not in the lead right now, which is actually an advantageous in this portion of the program. You get to pick your pop quiz. Famous Toms or famous Chris's? Which would you prefer?
Chris's.
We'll take, okay, so the following are real, fictional or people, the following real or fictional people's first name is Chris or Christopher. Give me their last name. An example would be played Captain America in the MCU, and the correct answer would be Chris Evans. We've got 10 clues. You've got 10 Chris's, 10 points each, 100 points in 60 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Good. He directed Oppenheimer.
Christopher Nolan.
Played Star-Lord in MCU.
Pratt.
I'm sorry?
Chris Pratt.
Winnie the Pooh's human friend.
Christopher Robin.
Played Doc Brown.
Pass.
Lead singer of Coldplay.
Chris Martin.
Played Thor in the MCU.
Chris Hemsworth.
Sang Tennessee Whiskey.
Chris Stapleton.
Played Captain Kirk.
Pass.
Needed more cowbell on SNL.
Pass.
Played Superman.
Pass.
All right, we're back to played Doc Brown.
Smith.
No, actually, Christopher Lloyd is the correct answer, but I do believe you got 60 points, which helps your cause at this point. Kyle, we are on to famous Toms. The following real or fictional people's name is Tom or Thomas. Give me their last name. An example would be played Forrest Gump. The correct answer is Tom Hanks. I've got 7 clues. You've got 7 tests. I've got 10 clues. You've got 10 Toms. 10 points each for 100 points in 60 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Has 7 Super Bowl rings.
Tom Brady.
3rd president.
Jefferson.
I'm sorry?
Thomas Jefferson.
Mark Twain wrote about him.
Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer.
Batman's dad.
Tom Wayne. Thomas Wayne.
Pass.
Played Spider-Man in the MCU.
Tom Holland.
Played, Lord Voldemort's name.
Tom Riddle. Tom Riddle.
Invented the phonograph.
Edison.
Thomas Edison.
Played Loki in the MCU.
Tom Hiddleston.
Played with the Heartbreakers.
Pass.
Starred in Magnum P.I.
Pass.
Pass.
We're back to Batman's dad.
Thomas Wayne.
Thomas Wayne.
We're on to Played with the Heartbreakers.
It's safe because I think Tom Selleck.
Thomas Selleck.
I'm sorry, you have an answer?
Tom Selleck.
No, actually, played with the Heartbreakers was Tom Petty. Tom Selleck actually played in Magnum P.I. But if you could go back to your stations at the desk, we'd like to talk to you for just a minute. Houston High School Mustang are captained by, I'm sorry, we're going to start with Sam because that's what our cameras are set up for. Oh, this is a lovely doing Knowledge Bowl with such a disability as laryngitis. But Samuel Skull the fifth is a senior and has been with us for now 3 rounds. What's your favorite part of Knowledge Bowl, Sam?
I think just getting to compete in something that I'm talented at, just getting to use God's gifts and express knowledge.
Excellent, excellent. Dakota Breeden is a junior playing basketball, running, and watching movies. Dakota, what's your favorite part of your team, your Knowledge Bowl team?
Just like getting to have fun at practice and just answer fun trivia questions.
Okay. Jack Colley is a junior, makes model robots. But tell me, how's it been to be on TV, Jack? Has it changed your status there at ECS, or?
It hasn't really changed my status, but it's definitely been fun.
Okay, great. And Daniel Eckert is a freshman into math, learning languages. Tell me, Daniel, what's your favorite part of Knowledge Bowl?
I'm sorry?
What's your favorite part of Knowledge Bowl?
I mean, just having fun and answering trivia questions.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, good. Well, you do a good job because of your coaches, Kim Arnwine and Shannon Stevens, and your principals, Ron Cummings, the Eagles of ECS. And, of course, the Mustangs from Houston High School. Kyle, we finally get to you. Kyle Jolly, Jr., you've got a little bit of a history with Knowledge Bowl. You and your family, is that correct? Tell me that.
I was on the show last year.
Yeah. Now, have you had any family members that have been on Knowledge Bowl? No, really?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Thought I recognized a family trait of the red hair, but that's all right. Grant Krulowitz is a junior into technology and sports. Grant, what's your favorite part of Knowledge Bowl?
I like the trivia and just looking forward to the games.
Great. Great, good. Helen Yarborough, Jr., cooking, crocheting, Dungeons and Dragons. Now, what is your favorite part of your coach, Helen?
Well, they're both. I really like both my coaches.
No favoritism there.
No favoritism.
But your favorite part of them is?
My favorite part of them is how they read out questions at practice.
Okay, all right. Alan Chin is a freshman, piano, history, and tennis. Tell me, Alan, what's the most difficult part of Knowledge Bowl?
For the first round or so, it was getting used to being on TV.
Yeah, so. I bet. Okay, are you used to it now? Now this is your 3rd time? Are you used to it? Okay, good. All right. Raul Poratanamanil. Is that even close, Raul?
That was actually like the best attempt yet, so.
You're very encouraging to your senior citizens. Thank you very much. Yeah. You are a senior, cooking, crocheting, and also Dungeons and Dragons. What is your favorite part of Knowledge Bowl?
I just love the community experience, and I've met so many new people this year through Knowledge Bowl, and I just really enjoy that part of it.
That's great. That's great. Coordinators are Martha Gunn Poole and Bradley Williamson. Principal is Holly Ross. The Mustangs from Houston High School will be back with some of those 4 questions on Knowledge Bowl right after this.
Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years.
Well, we're back to more general knowledge questions and extra credit questions. The next topic is, where was he? In what city was Archduke Franz Ferdinand? And yes, go ahead, Kyle.
Sarajevo.
And his wife were killed when they were killed in their assassination sparking World War I. Sarajevo is correct. Musical notation. In music, particularly in classical music, which term refers to the piece that brings the composition to an end? A, cantable, B, scherzero, C, coda, D, arco, and E, doloroso. Yes, Sam.
Coda?
Yes, you are correct. It's electric. Because the metal silver has low what makes it the best conductor for electricity, Alan?
Resistance.
Low electrical resistance, correct. Quotes, Julius Caesar declared all Gaul is divided into how many parts? Go ahead, Kyle.
3.
Yes, 3 parts. In the atmosphere, what are the 2 main gases in the Earth's? Yes, go ahead, Sam.
Oxygen and nitrogen.
You are correct. Compounds. What is the oxidation number of an alkali metal when it combines with a halogen to form a compound? Grant.
1.
Yes. Which two nations have invaded Poland at the start of World War II? Yes, Alan.
Germany and the Soviet Union.
You are correct. Extra credit question, 25 points. Music history, a 2-sentence question. Multi-tracking was developed by this U.S. company and through experiments with the guitarist Les Paul. By 1954, this company had produced its first 8-track tape machine at Paul's request. Name this company. Go ahead.
Sony?
No, we'll turn it over to Houston. Thank you, Dakota. Turn it over to Houston. Yes, Kyle?
Dolby.
Actually, Ampex, something extra. What 2-word term, including an ordinal number, designates intuitive perception such as detecting natural Yes, go ahead, Sam.
Second sense.
No, we'll finish the question for Helen. I'm going to give you the rest of the question, Helen. It designates intuitive perception such as detecting natural warnings to avoid disaster, Helen.
Sixth sense.
Sixth sense, yes. In 1945, this is a 2-sentence question as well. It was liberated by Soviet troops on January 27, 1945, a day commemorated around the world as International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Go ahead, Daniel.
Auschwitz.
What Nazi death camp is it? Auschwitz is correct. In translation, 4-sentence question. In German, it's Bitte nicht stören. In French, Pierre de ne pas déranger. In Spanish, no moleste. In English, what does this sign say that you might find on a hotel room door? Alan?
Do not disturb.
You are correct. Flavors. What is the bulb of the liliaceous plant which can be prepared in powdered, minced, and capsule form? Yes, go ahead, Sam.
Garlic.
That enhances the flavor of food. Yes, garlic, correct. Peninsulas. On what peninsula is Albania? Go ahead, Daniel.
Balkan.
Yes. Old cliche, according to the old cliche that is often used against politicians, everyone has what in their closet or cupboard? Yes, go ahead, Sam.
Skeletons.
Well, with the place being determined by the nation it's set in, skeletons, correct. Using coordinates, you may need your pencils, you may not, but it might help to have your pencils and papers. What plane figure is formed by connecting points A through D on a graph given the following locations? A equals coordinates 2 and 2, B equals coordinates 5 and 2, C equals coordinates 5 and 5, D equals coordinates 2 and 5. Go ahead, Grant.
Rectangle.
No, we'll turn it over to Daniel.
Parallelogram.
Actually, a square. What's the word? What word starting with C means touching or joining, such as the lower 48? Go ahead, Daniel.
Continuous.
Doctor, we're going to accept it? Doctor? Okay, good. We accept it. Thank you very much. Good job. Western River, around 40 million people in 8 states and on the lands of 30 indigenous nations depend upon the dwindling waters of a river basin. Go ahead, Kyle.
Colorado.
In which Western River, Colorado is correct. Extra credit question worth 25 points. Land discovery. What large island was discovered by accident in 860 when a Viking ship, go ahead, Sam.
Greenland.
Finish the question now for Houston. When a Viking ship traveling from Norway to the Hebrides went off course. Kyle?
Iceland.
Iceland is correct. In the first line, The anger of what warrior is mentioned in the first line of the Iliad? Go ahead, Daniel.
Achilles.
You are correct. In World War II, what island chain was the only part of North America invaded during World War II? Go ahead, Grant.
Hawaii.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Sam.
Caribbean.
Actually, the Aleutian Islands. Philosophical problem. Albert Camus agreed with which Shakespearean character in questioning the philosophical problem of suicide in his, yes, go ahead, Helen.
Hamlet.
In his to be or not to be soliloquy. Languages. What's the German name for the German language? Go ahead, Daniel.
Deutsch.
Yes. Math pencils, papers. What is the greatest common factor of the expression 5y to the fourth power minus 15y cubed plus 25y squared? Daniel?
5y squared.
You are correct. In English, 3-sentence question, which we'll hold for our next Knowledge Bowl, because next we've got the final exam. Another score adjustment during the commercial break. Apparently an answer was incorrect and has now been corrected, and the score has been reduced a little bit, but we are all agreed on the current score of the game. So we start off the final exam. As wildfires in California were being brought under control in January 2025, what was the next natural disaster that started to affect some homeowners? Go ahead, Grant.
Landslides.
Doctor?
Yeah, we'll take that.
We'll take that. In February 2025 issue, who did Sports Illustrated name as the 2024 Sports Person of the Year? Go ahead, Sam.
Shohei Ohtani.
No, we'll turn it over to Houston. Go ahead, Helen.
Simone Biles.
Yes, correct. On to in the handling over the Israeli hostages in January 2025. What organization was the intermediary in the hostage transfer between Hamas and Israeli soldiers? Go ahead, Daniel.
The UN.
No, we'll turn it over to Houston. Go ahead, Kyle.
UNESCO.
Actually, I'm sorry?
UNESCO.
No, the Red Cross. What is the name of the rover that in January 2025 was able to finally make it out of the Jezero crater after 4 years on Mars? Go ahead, Daniel.
Curiosity.
No, we'll turn it over to Houston. Go ahead, Helen.
Opportunity.
Actually, Perseverance. What organization's spacecraft blew up in January 2025? Go ahead, Grant.
SpaceX.
Scattering debris across several Caribbean nations. SpaceX, correct. Who was named as USA Today's midseason NBA Rookie of the Year? Go ahead, Grant.
Zach Edey.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Sam.
Jaden Wells.
Jalen Wells of the Memphis Grizzlies. Who was the first Trump cabinet appointment to be confirmed by the Senate? Go ahead, Alan.
Marco Rubio.
You are correct. Who won the 2025 Australian Open Women's Singles Championship? Grant?
Madison Stone.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Dakota?
Madison Keys.
Yes, correct. What film received the most nominations? Yes, Kyle?
Amelia Perez.
For the 2025 Academy Awards with 13 nominations. You are correct. Near the end of January 2025, the impeached president of what country was indicted? Go ahead.
South Korea.
South Korea is correct. Indicted on charges of insurrection. On January 27, 2025, the National Hockey League team, what hot National Hockey League team had the best record? Go ahead, Grant.
The New Jersey Devils.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Dakota?
The Predators.
Actually, Washington Capitals. On January 21st, 2025, it was announced that Ichiro Suzuki, Cece Sabathia, and Billy Wagner were going to be inducted into what Hall? Yes, Sam?
The National Baseball Hall of Fame.
You are correct. That's the Hall of Fame. Why was deceased Tina Turner in the topic of many news broadcasts on January 23rd, 2025? Go ahead, Sam.
Was her funeral?
No. We'll turn it over to Houston. Go ahead, Grant.
She's going to be given a posthumous award at the Grammys.
No. Excuse me. No. Trying to have a sneeze here, but I'm not going to do it. It was the release of a recently discovered unknown song. Thank you. At the end of January 2025, what is threatening the British island of South Georgia? Go ahead, Jan.
An iceberg.
World's largest iceberg, which is as large as the metropolitan London. In January 2025, what was the formula for determining how many Palestinians Israel released in each hostage exchange? Go ahead, Sam.
3 to 1.
No, we'll turn it over to Houston. Go ahead, Grant.
3 to 100.
No, 30 for each civilian released by Hamas and 50 for each military person released by Hamas. In January 2025, a bill was introduced in the Tennessee legislature to change the name of the Nashville International Airport. Yes, Grant?
Trump International.
To what? Trump International Airport is correct in 2025. We'll have to save that for another Knowledge Bowl. We'll be back to finish up right after this.
Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years.
Well, one thing we can always count on from ECS is a good game, and they gave us a good game.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Our thanks to you guys and gals, and you have a $1,500 scholarship to the University of Memphis. Right now, Houston, you have a $500 scholarship to the school of your choice, university or college of your choice. And next week, as we continue round 3,
South Haven and Arlington.
Next week on Knowledge Bowl, if you're smart enough to watch.